Beth's hand in marriage?
I do.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. After that gorgeous entrance, please be seated.
We don't know all about that. That's important.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Nottinghamshire Registration Service, but far more importantly, on behalf of Tim and Beth, a very warm welcome to the Pheasantry Brewery on this very special occasion. My name is Grace, and it is my pleasure to conduct the marriage ceremony for you today. My colleague and fellow registrar Rachel is here to ensure the legality of today's proceedings. Before we begin the ceremony, it is my duty to inform you that this place, in which we are now met, has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. So are you ready to get married?
Yes.
You both look very ready. Is your full name Timothy Paul Collins?
Yes.
And is your full name Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd?
Yes.
We are here to witness the joining in matrimony of Timothy Paul Collins and Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd. If any person here present knows of any lawful impediment why Tim and Beth should not be joined in matrimony, they must declare it now. Not even a peep from the dogs. Tim and Beth have chosen today as their wedding day, a celebration of their commitment now and for their future together. Marriage is confirmation of the love, respect and friendship that they have for each other. The vows they exchange will unite them as husband and wife, with words that are a pledge of their love and a promise of lifelong dedication. If I can please now invite Father of the Groom, Paul, to share some words.
How falling in love is like owning a dog by Taylor Marley. First of all, it's a big responsibility, especially in a place like New Tupton. So think long and hard before deciding on love. On the other hand, love gives you a sense of security. When you're walking down the street late at night and you have a leash on love, ain't no one going to mess with you. Because crooks and muggers think love is unpredictable. Who knows what love could do in its own defence? On cold winter's nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed, so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone long. But come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No, no. Love can be naughty. Naughty love, naughty. Very naughty love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let love know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go out for a nice long walk, because love loves exercise. It will run you around the block and leave you panting, breathless, pull you in different directions at once, or wind itself around and around until you're all wound up and you can't move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. People who have nothing in common but love stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into, for life, to the exclusion of all others. So I ask, do you, Timothy Paul Collins, freely consent to be joined in marriage to Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd?
I do.
And do you, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd, freely consent to be joined in marriage to Timothy Paul Collins?
I do.
I shall now ask each of you in turn to declare that to the best of your knowledge and belief that there is no lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. So Tim, if I can ask you to go first and repeat after me. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason why
of no legal reason why
I, Timothy Paul Collins,
I, Timothy Paul Collins,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd.
to Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd.
Now Beth, listen to me. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason why
of no legal reason why
I, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
I, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Timothy Paul Collins.
to Timothy Paul Collins.
If I can now please invite Jack to share some more words for the occasion.
Hello.
This is The Ent and the Ent Wife by J.R.R. Tolkien. When the spring unfolds the beechen leaf and the sap is in the bough, when the light is on the wildwood stream and the wind is on the brow, when stride is long and breath is deep and keen the mountain air, come back to me, and say my land is fair. When spring is come to garth and field and corn is on the blade, when blossom like a shining snow is on the orchard laid, when the sun and shower upon the earth with fragrance fill the air, I'll linger here and will not come, because my land is fair. When summer lies upon the world and in a noon of gold, beneath the roof of sleeping leaves and dreams of trees unfold, when the woodland halls are green and cool and the wind is in the west, come back to me, and say my land is best. When summer warms the hanging fruit and burns the berry brown, when straw is gold and ear is white and harvest comes to town, when honey spills and apple swells through the wind be in the west, I'll linger here beneath the sun, because my land is best. When winter comes, the winter wild that hill and wood shall slay, when trees shall fall and starless night devour the sunless day, when wind is in the deadly east, then in the bitter rain, I'll linger here and call for thee, I'll come to thee again. When winter comes and singing ends, when darkness falls at last, when broken is the barren bough, and the light and labour past, I'll look for thee and wait for thee until we meet again. Together we will take the road beneath the bitter rain. Together we will take the road that leads into the west, and far away we'll find a land where both our hearts may rest.
Tim and Beth have chosen to exchange rings, an ancient and traditional way of sealing the marriage vows. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle, symbolising everlasting love, and is the outward sign of the lifelong promises that you're making to each other. So, best man Nick, if I can get you to bring the rings, please. Thank you. And if you can just open up that box for me. And Tim, if you can take Beth's ring, please. On her finger. Perfect. And holding on to it for me. I'm going to repeat a line after me, okay? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love and marriage.
as a symbol of our love and marriage.
And then Tim has got his own promise that he'd like to share.
You've made me the happiest man in the world today by agreeing to share your life with me. I've never been more certain of a decision than wanting to spend the rest of the life with you. I promise to love you, support you, cherish you as much as I do our dog. And to that I hold, I'd rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. I love you and I can't wait to be with my best friend for the rest of my life.
You can get that other ring. Thank you very much, Beth, if you can take that ring. And pop it on Tim's finger. Holding on to it, repeat this line after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love and marriage.
as a symbol of our love and marriage.
And then Beth has also got a promise that she's going to share with Tim.
I promise to love you, respect you, support you, and above all else, check with you before adopting any more dogs. I promise to trust and value your opinions, accept that I make mistakes and that I'm not always right. I love you as completely and unconditionally as Scooby loves a ball, and there's no doubt in my heart that you're my person, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided.
Tim and Beth will now make a binding contract of marriage to each other. So ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask those who are able to stand for this part? So Tim, you're going to go first, repeat after me, but make sure you're looking at Beth and saying the words to her, okay? I, Timothy Paul Collins,
I, Timothy Paul Collins,
take you, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
take you, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
And Beth, the same for you. I, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
I, Elizabeth Isabel Boothroyd,
take you, Timothy Paul Collins,
take you, Timothy Paul Collins,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Tim and Beth, this is the start of a new chapter in your lives together. We hope that the feeling of love that you so clearly have for each other will deepen and grow stronger throughout the years to come. You've declared your commitment in the presence of your family, your friends, your witnesses, and Scooby, and have made solemn and binding promises. You've symbolised your marriage by the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of those beautiful rings. It is with great pleasure that I declare that you are legally joined together in marriage as husband and wife. Congratulations, you may now kiss your bride.
This adventure we were meant for. Every day is a chance to discover. You give me a reason through every season.
Ladies and gentlemen, nothing quite compares to a wedding. A celebration of love and a special day for you all to share and focus on your very happy couple. We hope you all enjoyed your ceremony today. I'm sure that everyone here would like to join myself and Rachel in wishing the bride and groom a very long and happy marriage together. So please ask you all to stand one more time. Put your hands together for a very happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Collins.